Alright, we're back with more random battles to the top. We're fighting a 2400 player. That's good. We're 2318. So, Kyogre's Water Spout is just enough to outspeed Zebstrika. There's really very few moves better than a Water Spout, so I'm just going to go for it. They have a Samurott. Is it AV? 41. That might not even be AV. That is not AV. So the question now, do we Terra Water? Terra Water is not a guaranteed KO. I think we play it safe. We go Alomomola, get some Rocky Helmet chip. Yep. Life Orb. Now we flip turn? Yeah, we flip turn here. Okay. And this is really good because if Samurott was your Kyogre switch, and it's not really that sturdy, you know, it takes it on okay, but it's not perfect. So if that's your best Kyogre switch in, we might be having a Kyogre matchup. No, they have Sinistcha. Okay. So Kyogre does 50 to Sinistcha too. So that's really good as well. Okay. So we have options for sure. AV Ting-Lu. I kind of like the idea of just getting up Stealth Rock and then Dragon Tailing. So I'm going to do that. Hazards are always good, and we know they have Pokemon weak to hazards. Leftover Sinistcha, Life Orb Zebstrika, Life Orb Samurott. Yeah, we just want Stealth Rock. They're smart by keeping Samurott alive, because that's a sacrifice to a Water Spout later in the game. So if we get into a sacrifice war, it's not terrible. It's just annoying, because I think I can handle it though, because I have more Pokemon, but we'll drop a Draco. Trading Dialga for Sinistcha is pretty good in the context of turning the team into Kyogre food. Yep, they give up Samurott now. We have Dragon Tail if, you know, they have a setup Pokemon. Yeah, this is looking like a good Kyogre matchup. Like, good in the sense that it's like neutral enough, but we have the tools to defeat it. They go Zebstrika, sure, I'll just give you up. Or, no, I don't have to give you up at all. I can just go AV Ting-Lu. Because I don't want to give you up because you're useful into Sinistcha. So I don't want to give you up. I also have to be careful of not letting Sinistcha get out of hand, because Sinistcha could be a problem. If honestly, it could be a big problem, can it? 174, we do outspeed them, but this could be a problem, actually. Okay. I guess Ting-Lu's payback's good enough, but it could be a problem. Well, look at that. That's beautiful. We'll payback. They go to Toucannon, so they are looking weak to Kyogre. What's the best way to handle Toucannon? Just get damage maybe with Dialga. Gonna like Bullet Seed or Boom Burst. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Flash Cannon. Get chip damage, put it in range of Kyogre. Yeah, we're always Flash Cannoning. We're not gonna Draco. They go to Moltres. Okay, this could have like a Terra Water, which would be annoying. Alright, they just forfeited. So that was a really good matchup, and we played well. So part of it is executing what we're looking for, like weakening things for Kyogre. And we were setting up that Kyogre endgame pretty perfectly. So that was a good win to start off with. They were 2400 as well. They had that silver badge on them, you could see. Alright, Pikachu into Blossom is also actually pretty good. I like Glamora, Vivillon. We have a lot of setup Pokemon, which is cool. For now, let's Quiver. And we'll find out they have Volt Switch, okay? We'll find out what they have for okay, Sunflora. You can have Sludge Bomb. So, Sludge Bomb would do a lot of damage to me, wouldn't it? If they have, I'm gonna go Dialga. I can play it safe. Yep, okay, so that is Choice Specs, Sunflora. I can drop a Draco. Because I have Heavy Slam as a physical move. Yeah, and you like to use Pokemon like Blossom early, because Blossom's one of the... Oh, I have Empoleon, which is a complete counter. But Blossom's the type of Pokemon where it can win an entire game, so your opponent has to react immediately. So By them reacting with Sunflora immediately, we know that, okay, that's their best way to deal with it, right? Not exactly, but... So Empoleon is tricky. We don't have direct ways to actually beat Empoleon. I'm gonna... They're gonna knock off. I don't have a switch into knockoff. I guess I have... No. This is like the world's worst Empoleon matchup. I'm gonna have to be careful. The problem would be knockoff. I guess if it doesn't have knockoff, then Lunala's pretty fine. But knockoff is what the annoying part is for me. I can go Frostlass and go for like a... I don't have spikes though. Glimmora, no, I don't want to... I think Blossom, I can't even Strength Sap into Empoleon because I trigger competitive, which would be annoying. But I suppose it's not the end of the world if I go to Blossom here. That's not terrible. It is knockoff, so that's the worst case scenario. We'll Giga Drain. Flip turn, knockoff, flip turn, surf, roost. Okay. So the problem is they can always like Sludge Bomb. If they want, they can Earth Power, but they can always Sludge Bomb because Empoleon counters Dialga. If they Earth Power, they Earth Power. Yeah, okay. Yeah, but here's the problem. They can always just go Empoleon. And the double switch is also pretty obvious too. Like, they can just predict me. Okay, they didn't, thank God, but they could. I can Willow. They're gonna knock off here. I'm just gonna Willow. Just weaken the Empoleon. Put it on a timer. Neutralize leftovers, all that. Yeah, that's fine. We want to chip this down because it's weak. It's strong into our team. Okay. Taunt. Does it work? Come on. Yes. Okay. Yeah, this is what we've wanted to do. Okay, this is really good. We were weak to them, and now we're not. Okay, perfect. Now the question is, how do we attack? I'm tempted to go Glimmora. I activate Glimmora, then what do? Yeah, this is just good. We'll go Meteor Beam Glimmora. Okay. There we go. We don't Faint to Surf. They'd have to Terra Water. I'm also a Terra... So yeah, we do not Faint to Surf. They'd have to Terra Water. I am very tempted to Terra Grass, but I think it's premature because Vivillon is an excellent Terra Pokemon. Lunala is an excellent Terra Pokemon. If they want to Terra Water here, they can Terra Water. Yep, okay. Yeah, good value from Glimmora. We've equalized, essentially, trading 2 Pokemon for 2. They go to Mandibuzz, which does outspeed me, but would trigger Toxic Spike. So they either don't care about that. So it's one of 3 things. 1, they have a Poison type. 2, Mandibuzz has G-Fog. Or 3, every other Pokemon is slower than Glimmora. They had to go to Mandibuzz. I think it's unlikely that you'd have 3 Pokemon slower than Glimmora, or like... I guess it's not that unlikely. So it's hard to tell what their motive is here. I'm just going to give up Glimmora for the T-Spike. Okay. Now, how do we attack the Mandibuzz here? Actually, not that obvious, is it? The problem is Toxic. If it has Toxic, then Lunala Terra Dark is going to lose to Mandibuzz. Vivillon gets Brave. I think I just have to go Dialga, maybe? If they have Defog, they have Defog. I think it's realistic they do have Defog, the way they used that to beat Glimmora. But we know they revealed Foul Play, which is interesting too. Brave Bird, Foul Play. Okay. Oh, it's Dragon Tail this time. Okay. Roaring Moon, that's a good pull. Outrage does not knock us out. I'm going to Draco. The Dragon, that's a... Oh, they Terra Poisoned, presumably to try and... get out of this later? So, if the Mandibuzz definitely does not have defog. If it had knockoff, I think it would have knocked off the AV. So I'm pretty sure the Mandibuzz is a toxic Mandibuzz, which is the worst case scenario. Brave Bird, Roost, toxic foul play. What's up with the Roaring Moon? So is my win con Terra Fairy Blossom? Is that how I'm going to win the game? I wonder if they have... I think... Actually, I don't think I've ever seen Poison Terra Moon, which is funny. But all of a sudden, I think I'm losing. I have to be careful. I'm losing now. Does Vivillon live a hit? It can force an outrage. Okay. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sacrifice Dialga. I'm going to go to Vivillon. If you have to outrage to knock me out. And if you outrage, my Terra Fairy Blossom. Okay. Okay, I lived. So I was unlikely to live, but I did live. So that's cool. I suppose... So like one Hurricane wouldn't have KO'd. So I suppose another Quiver is the right play. Yep, okay. They go to SQ, I just have to Hurricane now. That was so weak. 138. So this is bad. I'm losing to my friend Mandibuzz over here. Yeah, Mandibuzz Sunflora is going to be too much for me. This is not winning. I think what I have to do now is I have to... We'll go Blossom. Yep, it is toxic. Okay. $170. Oh, that's so fast. Okay. Okay. Nah, this is losing. Yeah, the Mandibuzz was too good. All right. Oh, they were pretty low rated too, so we're gonna lose a lot of elo. Every elo we gained, we're gonna lose like double of that. All right, Passimian into Gastrodon. I'll just knock off the item. Always useful to get rid of an item. Okay. Sludge Bomb. They went fishing. We'll bulk up now. Okay, they hit that. Go to Flutter Mane. I have Empoleon though. Shadow Ball? Okay. That Specs? It is. Okay. I'll get damage off with Surf. Okay, that was lucky. So the second drop put them in range. That wouldn't have knocked them out. So we take that. They go to Palma, but I have a Slowbro. Okay, that's good. Drop a Psychic in. They committed Terra Electric. It feels a little premature, but it's not, you know, terrible or anything. Ooh, but I guess I'm weaker than I thought. Okay, yeah, I had to get out of there. Okay. I'm gonna get my rocks up too. Gonna go to Glalie. Okay, they go to Blissey. We're gonna hit that, which is good. That's a good hit. We'll taunt. They go to Palmont. I'm gonna go Scream Tail. They have that double shock just coming in hot though. Sure. Okay. Go back to Glalie. Glalie is doing well. Now we Earthquake for free. Yep. Okay. I might Terror Ground my Glalie. They are looking weak to Glalie. You know what? I'm going to do it. There we go. All right. 4-3, Freeze Dry. Yep, they're looking weak to Glalie. Don't Scald Burn me. Okay, good. It wouldn't have mattered too much. There we go. They forfeited. That was a pretty good game overall. If I got Scald Burn, it wouldn't have mattered because I still have my Freeze Dry. And presumably they were really weak to it. I don't think I've ever Terra grounded Glalie in a long, long time. It's not a Pokemon you typically like to Terra. But I think we executed that game well, even though Pawmot was a little bit of a tricky matchup. Alright, Palossand into Lurantis, not what you want to see. We have Zarude. We have Bixcalibur. I guess Bixcalibur is the best way to deal with it. If they superpower into Palossand, okay. If they did that, it would have been a crazy play. Thank God they didn't. Honestly, I think it's not even a terrible play to superpower into Palossand there, because you kind of know I have to switch. I mean, I don't have to. Maybe I could... Okay, that's greedy. That's greedy. You don't... Like, now they can even Terra. If they have Terra Water, that's annoying. They don't even have to Terra. I don't knock them out anymore. Okay, that's an early committal of Terra, though. I don't really have a great punish. Like, Zarude, I guess, does 40. It does 50. I'd have to... Oh, that's bad. I'd have to... I'd have to sacrifice Zarude for a Power Whip, right? Are they... They're AV. Okay. But what happens, like, life after Zarude, right? I could also just go Love Disc and Endeavor that way. I think I'm gonna... Love Disc is less valuable than Zarude, so I'm just going to Endeavor. Substitute all the way down and then Endeavor. We've lost one Pokemon. We're gonna trade 2 for 1, hopefully, if I lose Love Disc for Lurantis, but we've taken the Terra, which is useful. Yeah, we're just going to Endeavor them when they get low. And they can always switch out, but if we switch out, at least we temporarily deal with the Lurantis problem. I'm not sure if I want to go all the way down to 1, because they can switch out at the last one, is the problem. Yeah, I'm just going to Endeavor now. I'm not going to go all the way down to 1, because they might... They obviously, everyone, at this point, everyone knows what you're up to with Love Disc. Yeah, so I'm just going to take it here. You know, the funny thing, this Power Whip is not guaranteed to KO. So we're really going to fight for our lives here if we don't hit. Ah, come on. And my entire team is all physical attackers too. We're going to have to crit like a close combat or something. I'm letting swept by lead Lurantis, dodging Icicle Crash. That's random battles for you. I didn't want to go all the way down to 1 because they can just switch out at the last moment and then I get 0 value. I was hoping to get a little bit more value out of Love Disc. And honestly, I expected Power Whip to kill. Yep, that's random battles for you. Sometimes they just dodge Icicle Crash. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.